What if I told you that the way you see the world is not the way it actually is, but the way your mind decides it to be? Have you ever wondered why two people can live through the same situation, one breaks down, the other rises stronger? The difference is not in what happened, the difference is in the mindset. Your thoughts are not just words in your head, they are builders, they are architects of the life you live. A positive thought can plant courage, a negative one can plant fear. Slowly, those thoughts become beliefs, and beliefs shape your reality. It's like wearing a pair of glasses. If they're scratched and dark, everything you see will look broken. But if they're clear and clean, the same world looks brighter. Take Maya, for example. She grew up in a small town where most people believed life was just about survival. Work, eat, sleep, repeat. When she dreamed about starting her own design business, people laughed. They told her, "People like us don't succeed. Be realistic." For a moment, she believed them. But something inside her refused to give up. She decided to change the story in her head. She wrote down every day, "I am capable. I am building something that matters." At first, it felt fake, but over time, her mindset changed. She stopped seeing rejection as failure and started seeing it as feedback. Today, her brand is known nationwide. Not because she was the most talented, but because she trained her mind to believe it was possible. There's a study by Dr. Carol Dweck from Stanford University that explains this clearly. She discovered the difference between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. A fixed mindset says, "I'm either good at this or I'm not." A growth mindset says, "I can get better if I keep trying." Children with a growth mindset performed better in school, not because they were smarter, but because they believed effort changes outcomes. Imagine carrying that belief into every part of your life. How different would your story be? Another example, Nelson Mandela. He spent 27 years in prison. For most people, that would destroy their spirit. But Mandela once said, "I never lose. I either win or learn." That mindset turned a prison cell into a classroom. He walked out not broken, but prepared to lead a nation.
His reality wasn't shaped by the bars around him, but by the thoughts within him. Or think of Oprah Winfrey. She grew up in poverty, faced countless hardships, and was told she didn't belong on television. If she had accepted those voices as truth, she would have disappeared into silence. But she rewrote her narrative. She told herself a different story. "My past does not define me." That thought became her fuel, and today, millions listen to her words. But mindset isn't only for big names. It's for you and me. How many times have you said to yourself, "I can't do this. I'm not good enough. It's too late"? Do you realize that these thoughts are not facts? They're just voices. And every time you choose to believe them, you give them power. Imagine if instead you said, "This is hard, but I can learn. This is scary, but I can try. This is new, but I can grow." Your reality would begin to shift immediately. There's a simple story of Leo, a young man who wanted to run a marathon. At first, he couldn't even run 2 miles without collapsing. People around him said, "It's impossible for you. You're not an athlete." If Leo had listened, he would have quit, but he changed his mindset. He told himself, "Every step makes me stronger." Day after day, he repeated this until it became truth. Months later, he crossed the marathon finish line. His body didn't change first, his thoughts did. The truth is, life is not happening to you, it is happening through you. Your thoughts are like seeds. If you plant fear, you will harvest regret. If you plant courage, you will harvest growth. Every great achievement starts in the invisible world of the mind before it becomes visible in reality. So ask yourself, what story are you telling yourself today? Is it a story of limitation or a story of possibility? Because the mind is not just a mirror reflecting reality, it is the pen that writes it. And one day, when you look back, you will realize the battles you won or lost were not decided out there in the world. They were decided inside your head. If this story spoke to you, share it with someone who needs this reminder today. Comment below your own journey with mindset. I'd love to read it. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories that inspire. Stay strong, stay disciplined, and remember this: mindset is everything.